Hello everyone, good evening and welcome. Apologize for my raspy voice. Maybe I sound better this way, I don't know. But either way, welcome. Here we are, Wednesday night, Raceroom. You know what that means? It means it's the weekly ranked event. And this one is, this one's a big one. I mean, it always is when this track comes up, no matter what the vehicle class is. But it's the Nordschleife. It's that big boy, the biggest boy around. This is well, it could be bigger, but this is the Nordschleife, the VLN circuit layout. So if you're looking in Raceroom, you've got, I think, four different configurations for the Nordschleife available in Raceroom. This one is the VLN. This one does not have the Grand Prix. Doesn't have the Nürburgring attached to it. So they're on it for just a slight bit, and then they cut to the right, pretty much to the backside of the Nürburgring, and then they cut left out onto the wide open world of the Nordschleife. So welcome to everyone who might be here at the moment. I think we got about 6 people, I think, with me right here, right now. So thank you to you 6 that are out there, if not more, that stopped by at some point. And thank you to also anyone who may watch this back later. So, but yeah, kind of all over the place for a moment. But as I said, this is the Nordschleife. This is the VLN. The classes. This is supposed to be a multi-class. Hello, Terry. Good evening to you out there. This is supposed to be a multi-class of the GTR3s, maybe the ADAC as well. But then also there's supposed to be the Audi RS VLN, I guess you could say. But as of right now in the server, we've got 8 people, and they're all within a GTR3. So as of right now, this is a single class race, unless someone is to join here in the next just under 9.5 minutes, and they want to take an Audi. I will assume that they probably won't if anyone else were to jump in, because it would be a pretty lonely race if you're taking an Audi and you're the only one out there. So as of right now, we have about 8 GTR3s. What do we have? We got like 3 Porsche. I think someone's in maybe the Callaway Corvette. There's a Bentley. There's an Audi. There's a BMW, and there's a Mercedes. So sort of a cool spread of cars there. So not everyone in the same manufacturer, same car. So a little bit of variety out there. But like I said, really a single class at the moment. As always, for every stream or every video that we do, thanks to everyone who's here at the moment, who's showing up later. If you like what you see, content-wise, broadcast-wise, make sure and put a like on this video. If you stop by later and you're making it through here, through the intro, I guess you could say, make sure and put a like on this. Don't put a like for me, for everything that I'm saying or my voice or whatever. Give it to these 8 people. Put a like on there for these 8 folks in here right now that are about to do 90 minutes worth of the Nordschleife. 8 people in GTR3s. So this might be a lonely race for some of these folks. Who knows? Oh, now we got 9. There we go. So another person's jumped in, but in a GT3. So now we got 9 people. So give a like for these 9 folks out there who may have a lonely race, or they may be bunched up with someone else, on the same pace as them, for 90 minutes or so. Who knows? This race also has a mandatory pit stop. So somewhere in that 90 minutes, you have to make a pit stop. You have to change at least 2 tires, and then you're good to go. I will have to assume within the 90 minutes, the pit window will open. I don't even know. I mean, it might open. I'm just trying to think of how they normally do it in a 90-minute race. I forget, to be honest with you. I'm sure it's going to open after a certain amount of time, and it'll close a certain amount of time before the end of the race. You'll find out the same time I do, because I honestly don't know off the top of my head at the moment. Terry, you're surprised the field isn't bigger. it's I won't say it's a hit and miss, but it's honestly with the Nordschleife, no matter what vehicle or vehicle class it is I'll honestly say it's a pretty big commitment. Time-wise, obviously 90 minutes. We've obviously done, though, 90-minute endurance races other places, but on this track, that you can see, Ian McClure right now is in there with an 8-minute, 12-second lap. So the laps are so long that anything can happen at any given time. This is going to be 90 minutes, maybe 10 laps? 9 times 10 is 90? No. Yeah. I don't know. So it's not going to be that long of a race, lap-wise. Time-wise, of course. So it's a real big commitment, kind of mentally, kind of physically, for this track, for 90 minutes worth of your time, no matter the vehicle class. So I won't say that it scares a lot of people away, but there are a lot of people that just don't like to do the Nordschleife. I'm included in that. I don't like to do the Nordschleife really in any sim. I know it's a popular track, but it does not work well for me. I don't get along with it, so I don't really do it. So to put the commitment into this race, you really have to, A, first and foremost, love the track, B, know the track, and then C, if you're a fan of the GT3s, which most people are, then you've got yourself, a pretty good combination for an endurance for you to do. So, but if you don't like one of those 3 points, then you're obviously not going to do this race. So, we have about under 5 minutes to go. Still 9 people. We might see someone else jump in, but I would say probably not. So we might be down to 9 for this race, which, isn't bad. I mean, it's better than 0. So, I applaud these 9 people in here that's going to give this thing a go. Hopefully all 9 make it to the end. But we'll all find out after 90 minutes worth of time. So, who knows? What was I talking about? I don't know. Make sure and put a like on this video. Like I said, not for me, but for these 9 individuals out there putting in the time and the effort to actually do this. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, and you're coming across this video somehow, some way within the Google YouTube algorithm, make sure to subscribe if you're not already. In the description, you can kind of see the weekly basis for the NARR community on what we do. Just about, it seems like every day we have something going on. Most times has either a stream or a recording video to go along with it. So if you like the sim race, if you're in the Americas, or if you're on this part of the world, in these time zones, certainly look us up, discord.gg/NARR. We'll get you in there. We do stuff in Raceroom, obviously, but we're also starting to do kind of more and more with Automobilista 2, especially after the last update, the 1.3 update, which I think has had a couple hot fixes since then. The cars are starting to feel really good. It's amazing in VR. Ranked racing has now come into play, so it's got kind of like a license type thing, license levels and whatnot. So but we also have folks that do ACC. We have some folks that do iRacing. So if you're into any of the sims, certainly look us up, because there are probably a handful of people that also do the same stuff. Dirt Rally 2, we have an ongoing 12-month community championship going for that. So one location every month with a certain amount of stages. So if you're into rally racing, jump on in, find that information, and join that little club net, I think they call the Codemasters Club, and get rally racing. So I mean, there's all kinds of stuff to do. Terry, if my guys, you should be looking at probably about 11 to 12 lap race. So when you think of the race in that time frame, like 11 to 12 laps, it's nothing. But just that amount of time to complete the lap, over 8 minutes, maybe right around the 8-minute flat, perhaps, depending on how good you are. That's just a lot of time for something to go wrong, or to lose confidence, or to what am I thinking of? What I'm doing right now, lose concentration, so that anything can happen within that 8 minute span over 11 to 12 minutes time. So, or laps, or whatever. Hey, Amato, good evening to you. So yeah, join our Discord community. It's a great place. There's a lot of great people, a lot of great racers as well. So if you're a professional, or even if you're a beginner, if you're somewhere in the middle, any level of sim racing skill that you might be, or that you are, or that you want to test yourself against, we have people in the community that certainly can do that. So if you're a beginner, jump on in. We welcome everyone. We encourage everyone. If you've been doing this for years and you're still looking for people to race with on a constant basis, jump on in. It's encouraged as well. So we do ranked servers in AMS2 now that we do post-race stewarding. So we try to keep the community. We try to keep all the racers who might be in a server. We try to keep everything clean. Try to keep everything fun. Because if the hobby, if the racing is not fun, then why do it? So we try to keep tabs on everything as best as we can, steward as best as we can, call out stuff that may not be sporting, may not be fun, may not be the cleanest of racing. So not that we're gonna try to tell you what to do, but we'll help in any way we can. So find us, join us, and get going with us. Amato, you are correct. If you're not one with the track, really in any car, you're going to have a bad time. But hey, we're up to 10 now, just at the end of practice. So hopefully all 10 people make it to the end. But as I said, Nordschleife, we've got 10 GT3s. So forget about multi-class. This is a single-class shootout of 11 to 12 laps. Mandatory pit stop somewhere in there. So if you want to do it as soon as the pit window opens, or if you want to do it later in the race, the choice is yours. Do at least 2 tires, and you're good to go. So, but as we move on to qualifying here, it's about 20 minutes of qualifying. Only one person completed a lap there in practice, so we'll see how many actually do here in qualifying. I don't know how the server is really going to rank people if they don't put in a lap, maybe by when they came into the server. So see, Terry, it's all right. You're in the top 10 of back marker driver. I mean, there's no way to get better where you may not be a back marker driver unless you find a constant number of people to race with. So keep racing with us, and who knows, you may not be your so-called top 10 back marker any longer. So there's no way to get better, or there's no way to practice unless you're running the AI, or it's always better to obviously try to run with humans, as anything can happen with real life people in their rigs behind the wheels. So it kind of just helps all across the board, and we all continue to get better. So nothing better than that. So while this goes on here, everything is good. Everything is running. Everything looks good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step away for a bit. I need to get some water. And I'll probably be back right around the end of qualifying to see who's actually put in the time, to see where the field stacks up, and then be here for the start of this race. I don't know if I'm going to be here the entire time. So if anyone is really looking for good commentary from me, you probably won't find it from this one. I'm still just not feeling all that 100%. My voice is a little more raspy than normal. It might sound better than normal, I don't know. But I'll probably not commentate for this entire thing. But I will be back here in about, I don't know, 15 minutes for the end of qualifying, and then stick around for just a little bit of the start, and then probably walk away for again. But I want everyone to stick around as much as they can. Don't be here just for me. Be here for these 10 people out there right now that, as I've said, are going to put in the time, going to put in the commitment, mentally and physically, to actually do this for 90 minutes. So stick around for them. Put a like on the video for them. And if you want to throw a comment out there somewhere on the video, go ahead and do that as well. So I'll be back here very shortly. And everyone, grab a drink, grab a snack, eat dinner if you're eating dinner, do whatever. Make sure and keep this video on and follow along with all the rest of us. So hang out, and I'll be back in a little bit. All right, folks. So, we're unfortunately down to 9 people. Looks like we lost Ian McClure. I don't know if it was between sessions or... Oh, no, he's still there. My apologies, Ian McClure. He's still there. I don't know who we've lost then, but we're down. We were at 10, and we're down to 9. With Luciano Ichazo at the top spot at the moment with 8 minutes 11 seconds. And Roman here is putting in some purple sectors, 1 and 2. Currently in sector 3. And he is vying for the top spot. He's got a couple minutes left in his lap. Hopefully that car gets out of his way. It does very nicely. He's going to try to do it. He's coming up. I'm not even sure where he's coming up to. I won't even try it on the second carousel. There you go. He's at the second carousel. He's eventually going to get to the very long straight here in just a moment. And we're going to follow him all the way to the very end here. Bernie Puebla has put in a time. He's about 16 seconds off of P1's time. Roman here is trying to do it. He is almost 9/10 better in sector 1, almost 2/10 better there in sector 2, so he might be potentially a full second or more ahead. So he might be either an 809, a high 809, or maybe a low 810. But we're going to find out as he comes up here to the end of his lap. A quick shot off to the right there, to the left. One more turn to go. Oh no, I'm wrong. I'm thinking the wrong one. So he comes down to, where's he going to be? Oh wow, 813. So that sector 3 for him was a green but not a purple. So he comes in there about 2.2 seconds behind in P number 2. And the thing with Raceroom is that if you're not anywhere near the end of your lap, you really have no opportunity to put in the time. So Ian McClure here is basically racing against the clock. If he can finish his lap within the next 2 minutes and about 22 seconds, he is going to be putting in a fantastic time. So purple sectors for him, 1 and 2. 2.5 seconds faster in sector 1. 4.4 seconds faster in sector 2. Like that's a fast lap. We're going to see where he ends up. And I'd have to assume that everyone else probably will not have the time to finish their lap. Once the countdown hits 0 in Raceroom, that is game over. You no longer have the opportunity to continue on your hot lap. Excuse me. So let's go on board here with Ian. Let's follow him down the straight. Let's go in there. He's a minute and a half left to go. He's going to easily make that. So we're going to see where he ends up here. Rolling out there in the Mercedes. Last turn right there, held it nicely. And then a sprint to the finish line. What's he going to be? He's going to be 8:07.9. Very nice from him. Fantastic lap there at the end of qualifying. He is going to be your P1, as I think everyone else. I'm not sure where Adam is. Is he going to... I don't think he's going to have enough time. No, he will not. So 4 people managed to qualify. Ian McClure, your P1 with an 8:07.949. Luciano Achazo, P2 with an 8 minute 11 seconds. Roman Barthes, maybe. My apologies if I'm saying anyone's name wrong. P3 with an 8:13, and then Bernie Puebla, P4 with an 8:27, and then P5 through 9 did not set a qualifying time. Unsure how they're going to set the field, so we're going to find out here in just a moment. And here we go. The 1 minute countdown for these racers to figure out tires, fuel, any last minute changes. And then once they're ready, hit drive, get to the grid, and basically mentally prepare yourself for 90 minutes worth of time. So right now we're missing 2 people. There's that one and the Nissan. I love it. You don't see the Nissan very often, so I'm pretty happy that's actually out there. Missing one more. Hit drive. There it is. That should be... No, we're missing one more. There they are. So here we go. Ian McClure, Roman Barthes, Diego Jones. Oh, what happened? Bernie Puebla, I don't know what happened to him. And they're off, though. There they go. 9 people. The Bentley's charging ahead there. Adam Komorowski. My apologies for butchering that. There goes the Porsche diving in there. Either way, though, Ian McClure and Adam have gotten well away. They're going to try to distance themselves between themselves and the field. And there's a bunch back here. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Jostling for position. It's early, though. You can't win it. You can't win it in the first minute. And you can't win it before you don't even get to the Nordschleife itself. So hopefully everyone understands that. Hopefully everyone realizes that. A lot can happen. So you don't want to put yourself out on the first lap of a 90-minute race, especially on Nordschleife. And we're going to see how they go. I'm leaving this on auto director as well, folks, so because I'm going to be stepping away here in a couple minutes. So hopefully the auto director does a fantastic job to catch most of the fantastic action. Here we are with Matteo Sceptura, P5 in the BMW. Oh, that Porsche is getting a little wobbly there. Who's that? That's Roman. Thomas Cowart has made his way up into P3. There in the green Porsche, going out of the shot. A lot of sparks there from something. I don't know what that was. Must be just cars hitting the outside of the track. And there would be Adam and Ian McClure very close there at the front. I mean, everyone has different strategies on how to go about things. You would think that those two would kind of just link up and try to push as hard as they can to maybe distance themselves before actually fighting for any position. Oh, and there went Bernie Puebla around. Let's go back to him. Let's see if he's gotten around yet. The front of that Audi caved in ever so slightly. But he's on his way, so he's not out of it yet. Still going. Back up to the front with Adam and Ian, P1 and P2. Mercedes, Bentley. I believe that might be the ADAC Bentley, maybe, just based on the livery, but I'm not sure. Honestly cannot remember. But as I was saying, before we jump back to Bernie, you would kind of think that these two would not necessarily work together, but work as somewhat of a unit for the early portion of this race to try to distance themselves, from the rest of the pack, and then maybe start to fight for a position after a pit stop. Maybe like I said, it all comes down to strategy and how you want to play it. Do you want to push someone really, really hard, potentially mess yourself up and them in a 90-minute race on this track, or do you kind of work with people to at least get in a good groove and then find your time to strike? Who knows? I don't know. I don't think any of you out there know. So we'll find out here what these folks want to do. But as always, big pack right there. Who's that? That would be Thomas Cowart, Mateo Sceptura, Jesus Huerta. Where's Jesus from? Peru. Roman Barthes back there in P6, Diego Jones in P7, Luciano Echazo P8, Bernie Puebla P9, about 14 seconds. And here's a battle for P3 off the bat, a little beating, a little banging. Will Thomas give it up quick? Let's find out. Let's go cockpit. He slides right in front. He's got Huerta right there in his rearview mirror, as you can see, hounding him there in that other Porsche. Let's go back. Huerta here is going to try to slide right beside Cowart. Manages to get ahead. Continues on. Back to the auto director here. These two at the front, getting cozy, settling in. We have a lot of time left. According to YouTube, there's 10 people watching, so thank you to all you 10 out there watching. And thank you to anyone who may stop by later or even catch this after it streams and after it stays on YouTube. So thank you to everyone who stops by. No matter what the race is, no matter what the sim is, thanks to everyone who on the regular stops by the streams or videos, subscribes, likes, comments. It's very much appreciated. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And you'll continue to find the content you're seeing here But then again, maybe better, maybe worse. I don't know. I'm no professional. I do this for these folks out there. These 9 people right now are the most important people in the world to me at the moment. 90 minutes of the Nordschleife. These people are superheroes. So cheer them on however you can. They deserve it. You see Adam here getting around the back bumper of Ian McClure. I think that's the second carousel, I do believe. Yes. Into the right-hander. The long straight's going to be coming up here soon. So, Thomas Cowart. Let's go back to him real fast. Let's see where he is. He has to wait for Luciano to come through. He's got about 4 seconds for Diego. He might be. This is 100% damage with the front aero. So the aerodynamics are probably messed up. I think that can be fixed. Maybe not the bodywork, but I think if you go into the pit, I believe that can be fixed. Granted, it's about an 8-minute lap, so I probably wouldn't go a lap down, I wouldn't think, if he came in and got that fixed. But the pit window also hasn't opened, so he would have to make 2 pit stops. But there you go. Would you rather run most of the race with what the software is saying, 100% aero damage, or would you rather come in for an extra pit stop and have that fixed? I would probably have it fixed, me personally. Huerta is going to get by Skeptura, but Skeptura comes in and does the old switchback. At least tries to. As they go, is that the arena? I don't know what that part of it's called. Right around the Mercedes grandstands in through there. So Ian McClure has moved back to P2, and Adam Komorowski is now your current P1 after lap 1. EH Plus, Ken Garbett. Good evening and welcome to you. So I think, folks, we got a whole lap in. There's probably, so this is lap 2 for who you're looking at, Ian McClure and Adam there in P1. Thomas Cowart, yes, is coming in for that pit stop like I was talking about. So he will definitely get out before getting a lap down. So he might be able to salvage something. And like I said, you never know what's going to happen, especially 90 minutes on this track. There could be more people losing it, getting into walls, having issues somewhere along the way. So Thomas is going to get that taken care of, get back out there before he goes a lap down. He's going to charge hard, go into the pit once again once the mandatory window opens up, and then we'll see where he ends. And really, we're going to see where all these folks end. Hopefully all 9 make it. Started with 9. Excuse me. Hopefully we end with 9. But I want everyone out there to continue to sit back, relax, enjoy, and cheer these people on. They deserve it. And I will be back. I'll probably come in and out. Maybe not talk, but just come in and out and make sure everything's working well. Check in, and definitely come back towards the end of all of this to wrap it all up and sign off. So enjoy it. I'm going to turn the sound of the game kind of further back up. That way it's maybe not as quiet with me talking over top of it. And we'll go from there. So catch you all here in a little bit. Enjoy it as much as you can, please. Make sure and like it. Make sure and comment on it. Make sure and subscribe if you're not already. And like I said, cheer these folks on. They deserve it. They're out there for 90 minutes. Let's see where they all end up. Thank you to everyone who's still here. 90 minutes of the Nordschleife. Excuse me. It's supposed to be multi-class, but everyone's in the same class. GT3s. Adam Komarowski has basically been in P1 for 95% of this thing. Himself and Ian McClure fought for P1 for, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of lap 1, maybe all of lap 1. And then Adam kind of just took over from there and has had a very healthy lead for the duration of this race. Let's move up to him. I would have to assume 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go. I'm actually not. Where is the track map? Oh, the track map works. So as you can see there at the very top left, you've got Adam in P1, Cowart right behind him, P6 is now a lap down. They have to get all the way around in 4 minutes to the start-finish line, so I'm going to have to assume that this will be the final lap. So you can tell there you've got Ian McClure, who's now coming up in the top left portion there, about 38 seconds back. Luciano Ichazo from Argentina, he's about 36 seconds back beyond Ian McClure. It's about a full minute, a little over a minute behind P1. And then you've got P4 and 5 down at the bottom, going through some portion of the Grand Prix. Roman has just gotten out onto the Nordschleife proper. So there's kind of a visualization of where everyone is here in these last 3 minutes. So let's get rid of that. Where's my cursor? Hey Zoltan, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being here. We'll follow Adam here for probably the rest of this lap. You can see there that his best of the lap was an 8:02.581. That's pretty speedy. Comparing that to everyone else, Ian McClure had an 8-minute 6-second lap. It's about 3.5 seconds slower than Adam's fastest lap there. And then they ranged from there on out. So we unfortunately started with 9. We're going to finish with 6. Diego, Jesus, Mateo, all out for various reasons. I think Diego and Jesus went out due to damage. I think Mateo, unfortunately, had a ping issue there with about 11 minutes to go. And dropped out, unfortunately for him. It's a long way to go before having any network problems. So, unfortunate for him. Excuse me. Well, as we follow up here, let's go on board. Let's go on board the beautiful Bentley here for the last minute 35. I'm trying to even see where he is. I don't think Adam's come to the second carousel yet. Get the track map real fast. There he is. Yeah, so he's coming up on the second carousel momentarily before hitting the final long straight. He's got 1 minute to go. I don't think he's going to pass the start finish line before that minute. It clears itself. So I would have to assume this is the last lap, as I've said. So Ian McClure about 45 seconds back in P2. Luciano about 42 seconds back beyond Ian. So very much spread out between 1, 2, and 3. And then from there, about a minute 35. Back to Roman in P4. Bernie Puebla about a minute 3 beyond Roman. And then Tom Cowart is 1 lap down as he was overtaken by Adam just a couple minutes ago. But here comes Adam Komorowski. Row. My apologies to him if I'm saying that incorrectly, which I'm sure I am. 4, 3, 2, 1. So there you have it. The race timer has come to an end. Has come to 0. As we see Adam will come across the start-finish line as your P1 winner of this endurance race. Congratulations to him. Very fine driving. I don't think he had any type of incidents or anything really. I don't think he had many problems during that. So that was a pretty perfect race from him. Ian McClure as well didn't really have much trouble along the way. Just lost time here and there to Adam up in P1, but 40 seconds back. Well, he was about 45 before Adam crossed the line. But a solid drive from Ian McClure for P2 in the white, black, green Mercedes coming across the line there. And there you have it, P2. Let's go to Luciano. He's in the Nissan. He's in the Beast from the East. As he comes down that street. I don't know what name that is of the street, but it's a long one. Before the left, the right, and everything else. He's going to come across the line there as your P3. I see a yellow flag somewhere for someone. I'm unsure who. Coming across the line, congratulations to Luciano, your P3, your last podium position. Roman here. What's the timer say? So everyone has about everyone has about 2 minutes and 15 seconds to get to the start-finish line. Excuse me. Before the server just closes in on itself and gives people where they are, no matter where they've finished or not. Basically, what you're seeing on the standings table is really what's going to end with whether they cross the line or not. So, but everyone should have enough time. Tom Cowart has already passed the line. He was a lap down anyway, so he should be, yes, already in. He will be P6. Roman's coming here down the long straight as he's gotten there. He'll be crossing the line momentarily. Thanks to everyone here on YouTube who stuck around for the entire thing. My apologies for not really commentating during the entire event. As I probably would have lost my voice somewhere in the middle of it anyway. So I was with you for a little bit in the beginning, here with you at the end. That's really all you need from me. You're here to watch all these folks on track, not listen to me. So if you haven't given the video a like already, make sure to give a like for those who were out there for 90 minutes, completed this pretty grueling race, to be honest with you. 90 minutes on the Nordschleife. Roman coming across P4. Bernie Puebla, last person out there, P5 on the scoreboard. We'll follow him in, and that will be the end. But all the views, all the likes, all the comments, all the subscribes, it's all very much appreciated. Do any one of those for the people that are actually out on the track and not for me. So these streams, the recordings, any videos you see on the channel are done for the people on the track and not for myself personally. It is very fun to do these streams and videos to showcase all the people within the NARR community. Oh, look at that! So Bernie didn't have enough. He didn't get the time, but he comes in P5 anyway. So there is your overall final results. Adam Komorowski, P1. Ian McClure, P2. Luciano Echazo, P3. Roman Barthes, P4. Bernie Puebla, P5. Thomas Cowart, P6. Mateo Scaptura, P7. Jesus Huerta, P8. And Diego Jungs, P9. We're going to move to the outro. So, as I said a couple times, thank you to everyone who was here in the beginning of this stream, who is currently here at the end of the stream. If you weren't here for the entire thing, you're still appreciated no matter when you came, or if you've come and gone. It's all appreciated. All the playbacks, like I said, the playbacks, the likes, the comments, the subscribes, the views, everything is appreciated. It's appreciated by me, but it's also appreciated by everyone in the community. So if you want to leave a like, if you want to leave a comment, if you want to subscribe, excuse me, you're really doing that for the people that actually get out on track. I'm out there at times with them, so I'm not just always here manning the software or talking to you all every time. So there are times I'm out there as well. So make it known to them that you appreciate what they've done, taking the time and the effort to not just do this endurance race, but any race that's come before or after it. So, I mean, either way, what was I going to say? I'm losing track of everything. The Discord server, discord.gg/NARR. If you're not in there yet, certainly get in there. There's a lot of fine people in there, a lot of great people, a lot of fun people, a lot of great racers, top to bottom. So if you're looking for people to race with, no matter if it's Raceroom, AMS2, ACC, iRacing, Assetto Corsa 1, there are people that there are people within our community that race anything and everything. So if you're looking for people to race with in the Americas time zones, in this part of the world, Certainly find our Discord community, join up, and get ready to race. We have stuff seems to be scheduled every day of the week, whether there's a stream or not. So if you're in the server, you have access to everything. You have access to all the information needed to race at any given time with any group of people within that server. So certainly get in there and start having fun, whether you're a beginner or you're a seasoned veteran, professional, whatever you want to call yourself. Whether you think you're a backmarker or you think you're a P1 winner all the time. We don't discriminate from any type of level of sim racing. So get in there. Don't have any fear about it. Jump in, have fun. It's all about having fun. So, and that's what we try to promote first and foremost, with clean, safe racing right behind it. So, come on out and have some fun with us. If you're looking for other outlets that we obviously have this YouTube. We have Twitch, North America Raceroom on Twitch. There's some stuff over there, maybe not anymore, but we go live over there every now and then. We have our Twitter and our Instagram. In Raceroom is Twitter, and North America Raceroom is Instagram. So if you have either of those social media outlets, find those out, follow, and go from there. So that's really about all I have. Thanks to everyone that was here watching. Thanks to everyone who actually raced out there in this. If they watch this back, congratulations to everyone who was able to finish wherever they finished. So Nordschleife for 90 minutes is a tough task, no matter who it is or what car it is. So thanks to all those 9 individuals who took their time and their effort to try to give everyone a good show within the stream. So today's Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday, of course. I am unsure really what's happening. I may try to stream tomorrow. There's an AMS2 event going on tomorrow. The Formula Retro Gen 2. Those are going to be raced on Kyalami, but the 76, the historic layout. So if that interests you and you're not in the server yet, jump in the server, look for the information, and once that server goes up and the password and all that good stuff, you'll know it. You can get in there. I'm not sure if I'll race it, but I might live stream it, maybe commentate here and there if I don't lose my voice. We'll see. So keep an eye out. If you're subscribed to this channel, you'll know when it goes up if I'm streaming. If nothing goes up, then I'm probably in there racing, and then we'll upload the video as a replay, somewhere in the coming days. So that's really all I got. Thanks to everyone once again, watching now, watching later, watching whenever. Thanks to everyone who was actually in the server racing. We'll see you all again, whether on track or here, and we'll go from there. So everyone have a safe evening. Stay healthy, and get out there and sim race wherever you can, in whatever community you can. If you want to be in ours, come on out. And we'll see you next time. Whether it's tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, who knows? Subscribe to the channel. You'll know when we go up.